is time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Keg Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
Alright, SJPorr Review 2. Today we are doing the Bitch Session Pale. This is entry number 96G-79P-44C. It's a Session APA, 49 IBU, 4.5% ABV. Right at the top end of the scale. Interesting. So that's about all I know about this beer. But Session APA, sign me up. Looks, you know, hissy and smoky. So let's get into it. I don't know if this is keg conditioned or bottle conditioned. It is definitely carb though, so I should slow the hell down. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna cut it right there. Definitely bottle conditioned. There's a little bit of sediment left in the bottom of the bottle, but pretty beer. The carbonation is really streaming on this thing pretty hard. I have a feeling it's going to take a little bit for this this cap ahead to die down. Right away, a kind of a ripe peachiness from this. Almost maybe a little passion fruit. It's kind of hard to differentiate. If I had to bet, I would say there is Amarillo all over this thing. But that's probably why I don't bet very much. Let me let this head knock down a little bit. Let some of the carbonation stream out of this thing, and I'll come back. All right. Okay, so the head actually dissipated a little quicker than I thought it would. So as you can see, this is a really fairly clear beer. It maybe doesn't show so clear on the camera, but it is fairly clear, just a tiny bit of haze, a nice copper orange color, really nice looking beer. The head kind of falls down to some big soapy bubbles, and on the nose there is a definite stone fruity hop character on this. Like, you know, Amarillo, Citra, something along those lines. So it's a nice smelling beer, actually. It has a little bit of a sharpness on the nose from all the hops, which is definitely not a bad thing at all. It spins up ahead pretty easy. This thing is fairly well carbonated. The carbonation is still just bombing up from the bottom of this glass. Let's see if we can we see it? Maybe a little bit down at the bottom there, but it's carved for sure. But bottle conditioned, that's kind of the risk you run with bottle conditioning, kind of hanging on to beers like this for a long time. So I don't know. Let's get into it. Cheers. Okay. There's a definite stone fruity hop character in this. Kind of a crackery malt. But honestly, there's not a lot of malt there to speak of. The hops really carry this beer. Nice beer. I think it maybe needs to warm up a little bit. The 49 IBUs might be a tick high for this kind of ABV level. It's almost like there's not quite enough malt in this to carry that high of bitterness. But that's a completely subjective thing. I think that's more a me problem than a beer problem. I like this beer. I am going to let it warm up. You know what? I talked about it. Now I should do it, because I think once this warms up, a little bit more of the malt is going to come out of this thing and maybe balance this out a little better. If I give it the warm cradle of love for a minute, I think that's going to do it some favors, because right now I'm getting a lot of hops, a lot of bitterness, but not a lot of backbone behind this thing. And I think a little heat in it is going to really open up those flavors and let that stuff kind of come out of there. So, yeah, you know, sit tight for the no seconds this is going to take in your world. All right, back again. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, warming this beer up. Definitely, it actually the malt comes out of it and really blends in the bitterness a ton. Yeah, totally different beer. That's amazing how just 2 minutes in the cradle of warm love really transforms a beer. It's such a funny thing that serving a beer warmer changes it so drastically. Which really makes you wonder why there is such a thing as the Blue Mountains and the drink frozen if possible of the Bud Miller Coors genre. I didn't want that part of the beer, evidently. With some heat in it, I retract my critique about the IBUs being too high for this beer. This is really nicely balanced. It's still got a assertive, like a firm bitterness, but it totally works. I'm really glad I let this warm up, because it's really a different beer, and I think a vastly better beer with a little bit of heat in it. And you know, the chill haze is gone. You can probably see how well, I don't know, whatever. It's not a very good glass to show how clear beer is. Not that I really give a shit about that anyway. Yeah, that's a really nice beer. I've probably rambled about it way too long though. So in summary, really nice hop character on this. A really good stone fruity thing. I would bet Amarillo and Citra, but you know, you can get that character out of a lot of different hops. I like the malt in this once it warms up. Really, really well balanced, really nicely done beer. So, to 96G-79P-44C. Cheers, my friend. Well done. Good luck in the final. Yondu, nerds.